Hello? Hello everyone. Good morning. Minglapa. I am Makito. I would like to talk about implement content filtering today. First of all, I would like to talk about me. I'm Makito from Cambodia. It looks like the slide not showing properly. Let me adjust it. Oh, there it is. All right. So my name is Makito. I'm from Cambodia. I'm a CCIE service provider, as you see here, and I'm Chief Technology Officer of IBEAM. I'm also a MikroTik certified trainer and consultant. This is my photo. I hope it is not too bad for you. With this photo, you can easily find me in Facebook. All right, so I have some experience in the past, like I have 10 years experience in ISP industries since 2005, because my first job is in the ISP. And I also focus on doing the billing solution for the service provider and doing the ISP core network design and operation. So if you guys have anything you would like me to help, you can talk to me. I also have all the MikroTik certification, and my areas of interest is BGP, MPLS, and IPv6. About IBEAM, what is IBEAM? IBEAM was initially found in year 2003 and renovated in 2015. Basically, we are one of the very first ICT training center in Myanmar. And currently, we are doing like MikroTik certification training. We are doing MikroTik product and solution, also Cisco certification training, Linux and network fundamental training, IT and network consultation, ISP billing solution, and ISP design and operation. Let's say you are a new ISP. You need someone who build your network and operate your network for you. Yes, you can talk to us. Okay, so now I will start my topic. Today I'm talking about what is content filtering. First, we need to know what is the content. Content typically means the web page, the email, the video, the file, or the applications on the internet. Everything you can see in the internet, we can call it content. Sometimes you might need to do some content filtering for some specific reasons. Let's say your company policy, your company would like to close some website during the working time. I think in some company, they might want to block something like Facebook or instant message during the office hour. Also, sometimes you might got the request from the government authority to block specific content for some reasons. Or maybe some parents, they worry their child will see some bad contents from the internet, like the porn or some content that might make their mind become bad, or they might learn from that. Then this is one of the reasons that you do the content filtering also. Sometimes might be the legality issue, something which is illegal. Let's say someone is uploading the illegal video or software. So sometimes, according to the law, you might need to filter it also. Or maybe security purpose. Some of the content, it is the virus, the malware, the spyware, then you might want to filter. For whatever reason, you might have a lot of reason to filter the content. Today, we talk about the techniques that you can use for filtering. So how to do? First of all, you need to know what kind of contents you want to filter. Let's say you want to filter Facebook, or you want to filter instant message, the virus, or specific websites. So this is what kind of content you want to filter, or maybe the phone application. There are different techniques that you can use depend on the nature of the content, like the routing table. You can use the IP-based filter also, or keyword filter, or layer 7 filter, web proxy that C2 present at the moment, DNS. You have many techniques to filter. Now I will compare all the techniques, what are the differences, and what they can do, what they cannot do. Basically, this is from my personal understanding, you can see. Let's say if you want to filter a specific IP, maybe you can use routing table, IP-based, and web proxy, but you cannot use the keyword filter and layer 7 filter. Layer 7 is not for matching IP address. If you want to filter the specific domain name, then you cannot do it in IP routing table or the firewall IP filtering. You need to do it using the keyword filter or layer 7 filter or web proxy or DNS. If you want to filter specific web page, then web proxy will be the best option. And some other like layer 7 or the keyword filter, it might be possible, but it does not guarantee to work all the time. As long as the content is not encrypted, it should work. But if the content is encrypted, then it might be another story. If you want to filter specific protocol, sometimes you say, I just want to block all the email, or I just want to block all the FTP, then firewall will be the best choice. If you want to filter the specific keyword, like you want to filter the word sex, porn, game, then you can use the keyword filter or layer 7 filter. It can match the keyword in the packet. However, every techniques, especially the techniques that I listed here, that I say maybe, it means they have some limitations. I will show you later. If you want to match specific packet format, let's say BitTorrent, then layer 7 might be your best choice. Because some specific protocol, they have the specific packet format, but they don't have the specific port number, or don't have the specific IP address that you can filter. Like BitTorrent, it is peer-to-peer, so you cannot filter it with the specific port or IP address. First, we would like to talk about routing table. The routing table, the way to implement it, basically you go to the routing table and create a route to drop the traffic to the destination. Can be a destination IP or can be a subnet, it is okay. And then the use case is for filtering the exact IP address and the subnet. So if you want to filter the website, this is not the use case. Pros, the advantage of it, it is easy to implement because you guys, I think every of you, if you go to the MikroTik certification class, the very basic one, you will learn how to do the static route. So it is very easy to implement. You just need to know how to add the static route, then you can do it. The cons are you cannot selectively filter by the source IP, so all the user will be affected. Let's say in your office, you want to filter only your staff, but you don't want to filter your boss. So in this case, if you use routing table, all the user will be affected. And you also cannot do the protocol-based, you cannot do domain-based, and content-based filtering. So you cannot filter, let's say, this destination IP, this specific port, you cannot do like this. With the routing table, once you block an IP, all the protocol of that IP cannot be reached. You might also interfere other websites on the same share hosting. So let's say the destination IP that you filter in routing table, if there are multiple websites on the IP, then all the websites will be blocked, not only one. The way to implement it, go to the IP and route, and then create a new route. Then you can see, you can put your destination. Okay, this is your destination, and then you can select the type here. What is the route type? You can select anyone except the unicast, because no matter you select unreachable, black hole, or prohibited, all are the same. You will block the traffic. But the difference is if you select black hole, the router will just block. If you select unreachable or prohibited, the router will tell the user, hey, I'm blocking you. The router will send the message, destination net or destination host unreachable. So it depends on you. You want your user to know or not. Next, for IP-based filter, the implementation is using the IP firewall to drop or reject the packet based on the source or destination address, the protocol, and port. The use case is you use it for filtering the IP address and the specific protocol and port number. The pros are you can do the protocol-based filter. Let's say this server, I just block the FTP, I don't block the website. I can do it with the firewall. You can selectively apply in specific conditions, let's say in working hour only. Some office, they might say, during the working time, don't open Facebook, don't open anything that I don't let you open. But after working hour, yes, you can. If you are willing to stay in the company, yes, you can open anything. The cons are, you cannot do the, oops, here I have a typo. Delete it. You cannot do the domain-based or the content-based filtering. Okay, so with the firewall, you can filter only on IP. You cannot filter on the domain or the content. You cannot say in this website, if there is a word game, then filter. No, with the IP-based firewall filter, only IP. Also, it has the same problem. It will interfere other websites on the same shared hosting. So if you have one server with many domains on it, someone filter your server IP, all the domains will not be reachable. Implement, go to IP, firewall, filter rules, create a new rule, and then you can put what is the destination. Destination means the server. And what is the source, which user you want to filter. And then action, you can choose drop or reject. Dropped, it is like black hole, just drop the packet and then you will not say anything. Reject, you will say, hey, I dropped you. So it is just how you want the user to see. The user see request timeout or see destination net, destination host unreachable. You can choose it. If you have multiple IPs, then you can use the address list, maybe source or destination address list. Simply go to firewall, you create a rule like this, and then put the IP, and then choose the action. Okay, so this is the IP-based filter. For the keyword filter, you can use IP firewall to drop or reject the packet with specific keyword in the packet payload. So you can say, if the packet has the word game, then filter it. You can filter the word that you don't like. Maybe I just don't like my name up here in the packet, so I can filter it. Pros, you don't really need to know what is the IP or the domain of the content. So you just say all the content with the word game I need to filter. I don't care what are the domain names, what are the URLs, I don't care. You can do like this. But there are many cons. You cannot filter the encrypted packet like HTTPS. You cannot filter it. Also, normally a bad person will not say they are bad. So a bad website will not say they are bad. Let's say you are filtering virus. A virus website will not say, hey, I am virus, you can filter me. No. Also, you need to consider the nature of the packet fragmentation, because normally every packet on Ethernet link is 1,500 bytes. So if the website content, not if, most of the website content, more than 1,500 bytes, in this case, the content will be fragmented. So you might have, let's say, if you filter the word virus, the word Y will be on the first packet, the word Rust will be on the second packet, so you cannot match them. Need to take this into account. So I would say this is not a good way to do the filtering, but I just let you know, you can do it with MikroTik. For implementation, you do similar thing, but just go to the Advanced tab. Here, go to the Advanced tab in Firewall, and then put what you want to filter. I remember I have a colleague in my company. He is the network administrator. Previously, he used to filter Facebook like this. He just created a rule and put Facebook as the content. Finally, we cannot open our company website because our company website say, like our Facebook page, and then have the Facebook box. That's why this is not a good way. And action, you can either choose drop or reject. Another one is layer 7 filter. Layer 7 filter, the implementation is using the IP firewall, the same, but you match the layer 7 regular expression. I think at the moment C2 has done a very good explanation about regular expression, so you guys can understand well about regular expression. Basically, we will use it to match the packet. You will tell your router, if you see the packet look like this, then drop it. So your router will try to recognize the packet. It is just like the government try to catch the bad people. The government will print out his photo and then give to the police, and the immigration say, if you see this guy, catch him. So it is the same. Use case is for filtering contents based on their packet format, or filtering the application that they don't have specific port number, like BitTorrent. It is the one example. The pros, you can use the enhanced keyword matching in the packet payload, and you can match various types of application, including some peer-to-peer software. The cons, it is slow, high CPU consumption on matching regular expression. You cannot guarantee it will always work. Let's say if you are filtering this protocol format, and then the programmer change the format in the next version, then you cannot filter it. Also, encrypted packets are not visible to layer 7 filter, so encrypted packet just you cannot see. That's why you cannot know what is it inside. The implementation are quite similar. You just go to the layer 7 protocol tab and then create a regular expression. If you don't know where to get the regular expression, here there is a link for you. You can go to this URL, and then you can get many samples inside. We'll tell you if you want to filter BitTorrent, what you should use. If you want to filter eDonkey, what you should use. You can copy from it. And then step 2, you just apply to your firewall, create the filter rule, and then in the advanced tab, just select the layer 7 protocol that you create at the moment. Then again, action is either drop or reject. You can choose it. Next, web proxy. I think web proxy, the first presentation talked very well about it already. Implementation, you can transparently redirect all the requests to the router, and then you can define rule to allow or deny it. You can filter specific website or web page. The pros are you can block specific website without interfering other websites on the share hosting. You can block specific page. Let's say I just don't like one page on this website. So I can block one page. I don't need to block the whole website. You can do redirection, as C2 show you at the moment. And cons, so far it does not support HTTPS. So far as I know, if you guys know how to make it work, then you also can let me know. Performance is not good for the busy network. So if you are an ISP, you have hundreds of megs or you have a few gigs of traffic, then you might not want to filter it using this way. The implementation, you go to IP web proxy, just tick enable, then it enable. Then you use the access button. You can define the rule here. Let's say I want to block mikrotik.com/download, then I can set the rule here. The website is mikrotik.com, path is download, and then action is deny. So it means user cannot open this website on this page. I can specify the redirect to in order to redirect user to another website. For example, I want to block this and then redirect to Google. I can do it. And then you need to do a firewall rule. This one actually, if your user is okay, that you can set manually on their PC, or your user is not smart enough to remove the configuration on their PC, then you don't need the transparent one. Otherwise, you just go to firewall and then you redirect port 80 to 8080 of the router, which is the default port of the proxy. The last one, implementation, we use transparent DNS to filter the domain name. So you just create the fake record, because normally, let's say you want to open facebook.com, your PC will ask to the DNS server, what is the IP of facebook.com? And then the server will answer, this is the IP 31.13.70.1, something like that. And then your PC will connect to the Facebook server. So if you manipulate the DNS reply, you let your router answer to the PC with the fake IP, then the PC will never connect to the real server. Use case, you can filter the specific domain name. Broad, it is fast and effective. It works on all protocols as long as they use domain name. But it cannot selectively filter specific protocol or specific website. If you block the whole domain, then no matter what protocol, what website belong to that domain will be blocked. Application which connect directly to IP address won't be filtered, like the Facebook app on the smartphone. Then you cannot filter it with this way, because on the phone, even you block the Facebook domain, user still can get notifications, still can read the text, but just cannot see the picture, the photos on the Facebook. And you also create the interference to the fake IP that you manipulated. Let's say I tell my client Facebook is IP 1111. So my client always try to connect to 1111. So it disturbs the destination IP 1111 a lot. Anyway, you can say, I don't care. It is that guy's work, not related to me. The implementation, you can do IP, DNS, and allow remote requests. Here, just allow remote requests and then go to static, create a fake record. When you go to static, then you create a record like this. Let's say facebook.com 1111. And then you have two ways to set it. You can either use DHCP to let your user to use your router as the DNS server, or you can do transparent DNS. As I said, as long as your user are not smart enough to change their DNS server, you don't need to do transparent. And if you would like to do transparent, oops, sorry, another typo. So many mistakes. It should be UDP and port 53. But it's okay. Here, the print screen is correct. UDP 53. Last night I was very sleepy and I tried to finish my slide. And then action redirect, go to port 53. So you might say, hey, Makito, you talk a lot. So what should we use? Which one is the best? There is no single solution that can do everything, but you can review your requirement and select the most suitable solution. Sometimes there is no perfect solution, but just suitable for your environment. So I have some suggestion here. With the Facebook, you can use routing table, IP-based filter, and DNS. Because the Facebook, they have specific IP address. It is not like some Chinese website. Some Chinese website, they have many IP. You will never find all the IP address. So Facebook, it is okay. You just simply block the Facebook AS number, then that's it. YouTube, better use DNS because YouTube share the address space with Google. If you block YouTube IP, Google will go. HTTP website, web proxy will be the best. Or maybe you can do keyword filter if you think it will be effective for you. For me personally, I don't think so. HTTPS, you can use DNS since you cannot see the content of the website, so you will not be able to do the keyword filter also. For Skype, can be layer 7. For torrent, also layer 7. For the line, you can either use the routing table or IP-based filter. Because line, they have specific IP block also. Just block all the line IP, then your user cannot use anymore. So these are my suggestions. There are some useful resources. Let's say you say, if I want to look for the Facebook IP, where should I go? I have uploaded it in my Facebook group, so you can download it, Facebook address list, Google address list, and just copy and paste to your router, then you can use it. It is easy. Also, I will upload all the presentation. Besides the MikroTik website, I will also upload to the Facebook group. This is our page. If you would like to know the upcoming training and get a special offer, then check it. So, any question? I'm running out of time. No question? That's great. If you have no question because you understand. I just worry you don't understand totally. All right, so thanks for your attention and Jesu Timade.